Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Hiya. Sorry we're a couple of minutes late. You were on the phone.
Yeah.
And then we had to sort the doggos out.
Yeah.
Somebody's daughter, your daughter, old Ember, the four-legged daughter, not an actual one. Yeah. Your daughter decided to try and take Hey Dougie or Hey Doug out.
Her toys outside.
And then tried to take the octopus out. And then tried to take my croc out. I was like, what are you doing? Give me it all back.
She's a typical Rob dog.
She is a Rob dog, yes, she is. Anyway, good afternoon, everybody. This is a Reset Sunday. Look at the change of branding. We've got so much to tell you. First of all, though, before I go any further, I can barely see. I know.
I can see for the both of us.
You'll have to. Because literally, I am working with one eye again. My left eye that I had the laser on, I now have it. Anybody that's ever had long hair, you know, if you go in the swimming pool,
you've got something in your eye, but
you know, if you go swimming and your hair kind of is floating in front of your face like this, that's where my left eye is right now. It's got swirly bits and sort of. It looks like I've got little alien mermaid creatures in the liquid in my eye, and it's not.
I had a look in the middle of the night, wasn't it? It was like.
I was like, you're going to have to look. I think I've had a bleed. I don't know what it is. Apparently, it can be a side effect of having all the hardcore laser thing that I did. Yeah. It should clear eventually.
He's looking at a lot less
it's not as bloodshot
now. Oh, yes.
I don't care about the bloodshot. I care about the fact that I've now got something over.
But they should also have told you what the recovery would be like, and they never told you. They didn't tell you anything.
To be fair, they probably did give me a leaflet that I put in my bag, and then it disappeared. I've got the reverse of a Mary Poppins bag. You know Mary Poppins bag where she opens it up and everything useful comes out? Mine, you put anything useful in
and it
disappears. It goes to a whole new dimension.
Your bag eats it, yeah.
It does. It's like a TARDIS. So that's a bit of an issue. I haven't got the patch with me in the room.
I didn't even know there was a bit of paper. That's the issue.
I don't think there was a bit of paper either.
I don't think there was.
I don't think there was. I don't remember it.
She would have after the treatment, she would have given that bit of paper to me.
That's very true. That's why I was thinking, did she hand me a leaflet?
There was not a piece of paper.
Did she give me a leaflet? No, because she would have done.
You've had treatment before, so the first time possibly you had it done, you would have had this is what we do. But this was a double session. She went, if I do it a bit longer, then you might not have to come back for quite a long time. And hopefully you might not have to come back. No. She didn't tell you what the aftermath were going to be.
No, I tell you what, though, it only happened late on yesterday evening. Yeah. You'd gone into the bedroom, hadn't you? Yeah, and I was like, something's not right with my eye. And I went, Rufus.
Come and have a look.
I need you to look at something, because if I haven't got something on my eye, as in like a hair or something that I can't blink away, then there's something with my eye. Can you have a look? And so you were shining a torch in it like that, going, and I'm like, I can't see it. Bright light. Mogwai. Bright light. Bright light.
Or something like that.
Yeah. So there we go. That's happening. A Reset Sunday. What do we mean by Reset Sunday? We're going to Sundays are going to be our stress-free chill out with a coffee. You've got a Bovril and a coffee. I've got a squash and a coffee, because this is your hydration reminder. Drink. Let us know what you're drinking in the chat. What are you drinking?
I am drinking Bovril.
I know, it's the first time I've made Bovril in years.
But also, if you've had a really bad time and you've been very naughty, we can also kick you up the bottom.
Yep. And also, if you've been out on the weekend, if you went out Friday, Saturday night, had one too many
shandies. And you've been very naughty and you saved all your swips to the weekend and you was very naughty.
At least now we're not going back to a group. At least we won't have to hear that every week. Every single week I'd be like, no, you can't do that.
You can just save the ones up. But she's told us that before. You can save them up and then use them on a weekend like I'd have a few glasses of wine.
Save them up all week and use them on the weekend. When have Slimming World ever said that?
11 swips for a glass of wine. You're not going to have one, are you? So how many swips you got to save for the weekend?
And then, it doesn't matter if you end up having a kebab.
Yeah,
because we all do when we've had a drink, don't we?
Yes.
No, because some of us don't drink.
Oh, no, she buys the kebab and then only eats the salad.
Some of us, our bodies, that wasn't our consultant that said that, by the way. Some of us, our bodies are a temple. And as I often say to you, Rufus, my body temple is one of those broken down, knackered old ones that need renovation.
I say, I'm not going to abuse my body in the world I live in.
I know, which is what we're going to be talking about on Reset Sunday. So a little bit of things like that, how we reset from the weekend or from a bad week. But also, I'm going to try, with one eye open, to do a little bit of mindfulness. I've got, even with my eye closed, I can still, because I can see the light, I can still see that there's a shadow on the light.
This light down, or this one, change the light of this one.
Computer.
Because you did that before.
Big light to purple.
And because it...
There we go.
See, that's better.
Oh,
see?
It's nice, isn't it? Nice, more chilled and relaxed.
I prefer this light.
More chilled and relaxed.
I prefer that light. This one. But yeah.
So then, let's have a look at what's in the box. No, let's have a look at the chat, is what I was trying to say. Let's have a look at what's in the box. What's that from? That's a pop culture thing from back in the day somewhere.
But yes, if you've seen that video about us quitting the groups...
we'll talk about it.
So yeah.
Yeah, we have. We have quit Slimming World. But before we do, though, let's have a look in the chat. Hello to Karen, CCS67, who says, hi, everyone. Hi, Jane and Joe. Let me just see.
We do have a way of getting weighed properly, and it's very accurate. So,
I know, we talked about it on the Doodah.
Yes.
I think Jane is with us. My nose is running. That's really useful as well. Good evening. Good Lord. Good afternoon to Jane, the Empress. We are genuflecting in your general direction. What's that? AH40, Mandy. Hello to all. Hello, Mandy. Matthew and Tracy. It says hi. Hello to you. Hello, everyone, says Lisa Temlett. Oh, I've not been clicking on these. And the chat's not even coming up. Oh, gosh. Hang on. I've been clicking on it and it's not been coming up on screen. Right then. Oh, it's because the chat doesn't know where the chat is. That's weird, isn't it? Since I moved it. Hang on, everybody. Oh, there it is. There we go. Right. Where's the keyboard? Oh.
What do most people do with their keyboards?
They put it on the floor, of course. Just in case the cat knocks it off the desk. Doesn't everybody do that?
What? Have a cat that knocks it off the desk?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. If anyone's got a cat, the cat will knock everything off the desk. There we go. The chats are coming up now. Notice that Al has also left face-to-face groups and got online too. Has he? Al the Geeky Slimmer's done it as well. My God, that's three of us. That's Shell. It's really funny because we were doing this.
Well, we stuck it out, didn't we? We've stuck it out with all the new changes. But I think I would have been all right with the new changes if there wasn't so many mess-ups in our group that
I
wouldn't go in.
I'm not happy with the new changes at all. I think they're rubbish. I think they're really rubbish. I think Slimming World
they made the changes for the dieters out there. So people that feel that they're just on a diet and just need to lose a little bit of weight, they don't always want to be accountable for and have a finger pointed at them. Well, why didn't you do well this week? What happened? Why did you slip up or what happened?
Yeah.
And have to be pointed at and asked, are you okay? Do you know where that came from? Which is what they normally ask you. And they don't want to be put under pressure like that. So that's why that big change was made, I think.
Yeah. I think it's really interesting because I think that Slimming World, the branding has gone down the healthy lifestyle route.
Yeah.
So it's gone very Whole Foods and, it's now almost like a plan you could pick up in Holland and Barrett, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But the groups themselves have gone very diet focused. Yeah. It's very, here's what you lost. Well done if you lost weight. You lost weight. Wait. Lost weight. And it's gone less about the eating plan. Yeah. And for me, Slimming World, the groups were all about the eating plan. And it was all about, oh, this is Sind. Oh, is it? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, this is a really good recipe. Yeah. Oh, that's really cool. How do you make that? Oh, have you tried this? Did you know this is now, sin-free, whereas it used to be sinned? That's really cool. We used to get so much information from it, didn't we? And people would say, oh, I tell you what I tried. I made a wrap out of an egg.
I think, though, I do think though, partly when we was with our old consultant, she was a consultant. She was amazing. Like, she wasn't a group leader. She was a consultant.
Yeah,
and
she knew so much.
She would always, get all the information out of the monthly magazine. Any really new stuff or good stuff that she would just be full of knowledge anyway. So she'd know like loads of new things, and always tell us all about those things. I said, but after she left, all of that just went down the pan, so we wasn't getting that information anymore, or swips of new items and new packaging like people might bring in, of stuff that's rather really really low sinned, or so we just wasn't getting any of that information, and we thought, do you know what, we'll just stick it out, give it so many months after, and we'll just get a countdown, we'll see what happens. And it's just been
we were going to stick it out to the end of March, weren't we, when our countdown ends.
Been one mess up after another, so then we just asked them, could they just change us to online now?
As we say in the video, it just got to the point where we were like, do you know what?
How many times
I'm getting
mess
nothing
up?
from this.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
And
that was, like I say, without any of the slip-ups or getting people's weights wrong.
And it was just
completely.
It could have been any
ignoring people's
consultant,
weight.
and the format doesn't work for us.
No.
Because I just go in, get weighed, and then get talked at for 20 minutes, half an hour, and then go home.
We're not dieters.
No.
We're people that want to do this for a healthy lifestyle.
I want to know about,
Yeah.
oh, did you know you can make a whole Sunday dinner swip-free using just one cabbage leaf? Can you? Oh my God, that's amazing! One cabbage. How did you do that, Margaret? How did you do that, Barry?
Why didn't they talk about, do you know what, you can do an onion boil. Loads of people talk about, like even on TikTok and all that, the onion boil, where you put in some spices in a whole onion, open the top.
What?
At the top of the onion, you take a little tiny bit out the top, and then you put some spices and stuff in the top of the onion, and then literally you wrap it up in foil, it gets baked in the oven, and it cooks in its own juice. Ta-da! Onion boil! And you can do
Why
this,
is it called a boil if you bake it?
Boils in its own juice, does it? It's just full of water, full of juices. Onion. But people do the same with, like, is it like with cabbage? And make cabbage.
Is it just me?
Cabbage steaks. Don't they? They do like the
Cauliflower steaks.
Cauliflower, and they do cabbage. They do cabbage ones as well.
Cabbage steak.
Yeah, you can just like they just bake. It's like braised as such, is it? Nearly.
Well, I've got to tell you, if somebody at group had said I've been eating cabbage steaks all week, I would have left group weeks ago. Exactly.
Woo!
No, thank you.
We have enough of that here already.
Woo! All right, Mr. Sulphur Burps.
What do you mean? I haven't been eating eggs, have I?
No, with the jab.
Excellent.
With the jab. So yeah. Anyway, we're 100% sticking to plan. We're this week's the first week, to be fair.
And you know what I've done different this whole week? I ate half of one of my healthy extras. Only half. Because I shared half with Lisa.
What was that healthy extra then? Tell everybody what it was. I'll just sit here and drink my
one of the Weetabix cakes that I actually the carrot cake one, and we had half of it instead of eating the whole thing. I'm feeling so pogged I can't move.
And we could have had half of that, to be fair.
Yeah.
Because you did it in two little muffin cases.
Nice.
It was really good. It was really nice. But we'll talk about that on Wednesday a bit more. So then, assuming that I can see on Tuesday. What's that?
Coffee.
It is a coffee.
I know, I drank this one. Now I'm drinking this one.
I know I said you need to hydrate, but you don't need to like drink all of it in the first 10 minutes. Although I have just done that with my squash as well.
You can talk, eh?
I know. I was just thinking, I'm going to need a wee in a minute, and I'm on live. Yeah. Get them up and bucket, love. I might need it in a bit. Anyway, what was I going to say?
Really?
No,
I'll go get it for you.
No, it's fine. No.
Do you want a pad to sit on there?
No, it's fine. Thank you very much. Okay. I didn't even need that when I was at the heat of the cancer treatment.
No.
Was that Mr.'s tail just coming in the room? I don't think it was.
No.
I think it was the swirly thing in my eyes. I keep seeing.
It might have been that.
No, it wasn't. No, it was something over there. It was my little alien friend in my eyeball. Anyway, go back to the chat because I've not even said hello to everyone. Poor me, says the Rivets. I know, right? It's a bit of a bugger, to be honest.
Poor me. That's what I say all the time.
Yeah, poor me. Pour me a coffee.
I did.
I know, right?
You haven't got a cup, have you?
I
you
have got mine there.
Yeah.
Good evening to, good afternoon to Ed. How are we all doing? We're doing all right, Ed. Hope you're doing okay. Neil's in. Good afternoon, Neil. Good afternoon, everyone. I watched the Quitting Slimming World video yesterday. The views have shot up on that one. Have they? I haven't checked yet today. We tend to go and do the Slimming World.
We tend to tell them how it is.
What, Slimming World?
I know.
Well, we do a little bit, yeah. Oh gosh, hang on. Gosh. Susan Devlin, good evening to you. Good afternoon. Sorry, what's on your t-shirt? What is on my t-shirt? What's it say?
It's got a cup on it.
First I drink the coffee, then I do the things. That's my life.
Yeah.
First I do the coffee, then I do the things. Yeah. Annie Pop and yourself made some new friends this morning. A very cuddly retriever and another collie. Oh, that's lovely. That's lovely.
See, Ed likes cauliflower as well.
Not that type of collie, dear.
Oh.
Yeah.
Not cauliflower.
Was that a joke?
Yeah.
Is that a funny?
Yeah.
Oh, hang on a second.
Ed likes jokes.
Say it again. I'm prepared for it now. Are you all ready? Are you prepared for it? Right, say it again now. Go on, say it again now.
Well, what did you say first then, dear?
Hang on, I'll go back to it.
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
Pretend that never happened. Rewind. Annie Message from Ed says in the chat, Annie Pup and myself made some new friends this morning. A very cuddly retriever and another collie.
Oh, well, Ed loves cauliflower. It's so healthy. It's a healthy joke.
I was trying to
and
do
it's even healthy if you put your healthy fats on it if you really wanted to.
I was trying to do the laugh from Galaxy Quest, the aliens.
I wouldn't put cauliflower on a bit of I wouldn't put peanut butter on the cauliflower, would you? You put healthy fats on it. Suppose you could put your oil on it. That might be.
No, but we do have a haul video coming up for you this week. We went to Tesco's.
A different one.
And we looked at healthy fats. Also,
I never thought I'd do it, but we did.
Hang on, Rufus. You know the Sundays. Can we be a bit more chill and relaxed on the Sundays and just say things a bit more without really worrying about what we're saying?
Well, that's what we're doing, aren't we?
Slimming World's podcast this month.
It's a load of shit.
Somebody did tell us it was very difficult to listen to because they were just in the supermarket. What a load of old crap!
That was me.
What a load!
That.
They're literally going. Oh, what aisle is this?
I said to you, you try listen to it. What happened?
No, someone else had said.
Yep.
Yeah. And then
it was really difficult listening because there's loads of background noise.
And then I was listening to it and I was going, it's just going, oh, look at this. Oh, can you see this on there? Oh, what aisle is this
I
down?
tried to listen to it for 5 minutes and I just could not. It's because of all the background noise, but they're just rambling. It's just it's not even anything really not really. I wasn't learning anything, not even 5 minutes.
There was no information.
No.
Bearing in mind, it's a half hour or whatever it is podcast. At least 7 minutes of it was them trying to find tahini.
Yeah.
Oh, where would the tahini be? I think it would be with the spices. Well, I think it would be with the oils. Well, I think it might be in the dairy section. Have you checked the frozen pizza aisle? It might be down that one. Let's go and have a look.
Was it mashed avocado, something? Or,
have you seen this?
Oh, that you can put this or that with it, or it's like...
It was annoying.
It was very annoying.
And then it was like, excuse me, where's the tahini?
I did not enjoy it.
Aisle 4. Oh, thank you very much. We were in aisle 4 before. Yeah. Let's go back to aisle 4. Blah, blah, blah.
I just like, if you're going to listen to it, structure it and at least give people good information because obviously that's what it's for.
I'm sorry. I used to work on radio and we used to do, they're not allowed to do them anymore. We used to do pre-records or as lives. Yeah. And basically what you would do is like there would be, I don't know, Whole Fair was one. We'll say Whole Fair, right? And so they would dispatch me. Off I would go and do a bit of recording and do an interview from somebody at Whole Fair. So pretend that you're the waltzer man, right? And you're setting up for, tonight is the opening of a Whole Fair. You're setting up. And so I would say, hi, I'm Lisa Lee here with...
I'll go,
hang on. No, hang on.
Who are you?
Hang on. Right, I will ask the questions going into the audience. So it'll be like this. It will go, hi, I'm Lisa Lee here with Whole Radio. I'm here with Bob Bankins. Bob, you're setting up the waltzers at the moment.
I am.
How long have you been with no? How long have you been a waltzer man?
100 years now.
That's very interesting.
Yes.
You don't even look like you're 30. Okay, right. So we'd do that bit, and then we'd do a bit where I'd go, "Hello, Darren. You're Darren the pizza man. So Darren the pizza man, Dan the pizza man, as your sign says on your awning here. Dan, how long have you been coming to Hull Fair?
But hang on. That's me spinning my
That's
dough
spinning
around
your
my head.
pizzas.
Yes.
But they can't see that on video.
Oh.
Right. So how long have you been at Hull Fair?
Oh, about 15 years now.
That's amazing. You look 107. Right, okay. And then we go to another one, and it'll be, hello, Sergeant Dibley from the local police. You're here policing the event. What would you like to say to people when they're coming down to Hull Fair?
What have you been up to then, you filthy scandal?
Thank you very much. Okay, right, back to you in the studio. And
Yep.
at the end of each one of those segments, there'd be okay, Pete, well, I'm going to stay here for a bit. I'm going to find someone else to talk to. And it would all be pre-recorded. And it'd all be in studio, right? That would be pre-recorded. And I would normally be, because this was a small radio station, I would normally be producing the afternoon segment. And so Pete, the presenter, would say, okay, we're going over to Lisa, who's at Hull Fair, where they're setting up for tonight. And I go, hi, Pete, that's right, I'm with Bob. Play that bit. A little bit later. Right, are we ready? Another? Right, okay, here we are then. After this song, Pete going, and Pete would go, hi, we're going back to Lisa at Hull Fair. Lisa, who are you with now? Hi, I'm with Dan the pizza man. So all of these bits will be put in. A lot of the times, what you would do is you would record...
Hello, Bob.
No, you would record background sound. And you do it so that when you're interviewing someone, you do it as quietly as possible. There's little noise in the background, but you'd record some background sound that you can...
Put over it.
Yeah, you put under it, it's called, or you put over it, but you put it down at a lower level so that it's not like... Because in the supermarket one, all you could hear was...
Just all the noises. And
yeah, I'm just going to get that.
Yeah,
I'm
just-
just going to do that.
yeah.
Right, you talk about tahini. Right, so just say about... Pretend you're on the podcast. Now, go on. Go.
Yeah, wow, I really like
Have
this
you got the
tahini.
break?
Wow.
Oh, I'm just going to get that over there. Beep, beep, beep. You can't hear anything. Oh my God.
Just too much background noise.
All the
Too much,
background noise. And it's
it's-
like, well, if you're going to do broadcasting from an actual place, you've got to think of the sound. It's like when people put really, really loud music underneath their YouTube videos. There's been a few times I'm like, I can't hear. I can't hear what you're saying at all. I was watching someone the other day, an American who was in a Lego thing, and she'd put a bit of music behind because filming in a Lego store with I can't remember what release date it was. It was one of them, and she'd panning around the Lego store, and she's doing a voiceover because it was really loud because it was a new release date. She's like, oh look, and there you can see the Barracuda Bay pirate ship or whatever it was. Oh, that's 2023. There you go. That's how long it was. My God, so much Lego info in my brain. Anyway, so she's talking about it. Look, there's this, and that's from this, and as you can see, people are queuing up. And she put a little bit of plinky plonky music in the background. You know, the sort of plinky blink blink blink. Not quite 5 Minute Crafts, but something like that in the background. And then when she stopped the voiceover and was back doing a bit to camera outside the shop, showing you what she bought, the music was carrying on. So she had background noise, her on a microphone, her on camera but not with a mic, and plinky plonky music in the background. And I was just like, I don't know what you're saying now. I don't know what you've bought. Oh, I guess you bought that because you pulled it out. I don't know how much you paid. Don't know whether you got it on points. Got no idea because it was just plinky plonky music in the background. Yeah. And the thing is, the Slimming World podcast is something they're telling all their members to go and listen to. The quality of it is shocking. The only thing I learned is that those two presenters don't know where tahini is. And I don't know nothing about, and that you could buy pre-smashed avocados in whatever supermarket they were in.
A little bit, but other than that, just...
But I didn't hear that. I literally listened to the whole thing.
It's really difficult to listen, like, just in general, because of all the noise going on. Even the people, even like myself, like I say, and often I can just sit and kind of listen and just get information from certain things, but that is, I found it really frustrating.
Anyway,
just trying to listen to it.
Anyway, I haven't even said hello to everyone yet. I know I've gone off on a rant. It's supposed to be a stress-free Sunday. Look at that.
Where's your new book, though? Did you get
new
it?
book? Which new book?
Your new book you got yesterday.
What one?
How the hell can you forget your 50p book?
The Lego one. Why would I bring
Yes.
it onto a Slimming Worldy weight loss podcast?
Because you enjoyed it and you got it for 50p.
I did. I haven't even looked through it yet.
I know, right?
It's about how to recreate movie posters or movie scenes in the Legos. Good evening to the Duchess of Oak Trees. Hi all. Ethelred, where's my nose running to? That's very funny. Yeah. Mr. Luke John, good afternoon to you all. Finishing up at work.
Her nose is running after the cauliflower.
Good afternoon, says Luke John. Finishing up at work and we'll be free to chat more in half an hour. I really can't see. Chat more in half an hour. If I'm reading anything out wrong, I do apologise. My left eye is the strongest near up. Near up? Close up.
Close up.
Nearsighted.
Yeah,
so when this eye's a bit buggered, I'm having to rely on my weaker long distance eye. No, my long distance eye to try and read close up, and it doesn't quite work. Lisa Temlet, Lisa, I feel your pain. I woke up one morning with green gunge pouring out.
Oh.
One eye, I had a cyst on the cornea, very painful and scary. All better now, but a horrible experience. I did once wake up completely blind in my left eye. I know I had to get a friend of mine had to literally walk me to the emergency hospital walking place to go and get treated, and they don't know what it was. It just
we'll have to watch Al's video.
Oh, Al had a lot of issues too. He put out a video today. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Oh God, got an alarm going off.
We'll have to have a watch.
Yeah. Denise Lowe, hi Lisa, Rufus and all in chat. You really felt for him. We're fortunate our consultant group is really supportive. I really do think it is where it depends on your consultant. We stayed so long for our group.
Oh, yeah. We did.
Our group members.
I'll say,
but slowly the long-termers, some of the lifers, the target members,
they
stopped coming.
They turn up. You know, they don't have to be there every week as long as they're within their range or whatever. But they will turn up, and if they are there and do get weighed in, they kind of stay. You have the first little bit of a chat, but as soon as the image therapy part would start, they go. They don't stay.
Oh. It's not onion boil, it's onion broil.
Is it?
It's American. Years ago, we had stuffed onions in cabbages using mince.
Yeah. Oh.
Luke John video today supported your video yesterday on leaving class, as we all do. Oh, did you, Luke? We haven't seen any videos yet today.
No, we need to watch some.
We tend to not do YouTube until later in the afternoon. Otherwise, I go on my YouTube spiral, and that is basically going. I'll just pick up my phone. Just to see
hours and
how
hours
the
later.
video did. And then 4 hours later, did you know, in Korea, they make a really interesting dinner out of eggs and mud.
Go from one page to another, and before you realise it...
Did you know, in 1953, there was a film called Bob the Monkey Invades Paris, and it was the first film ever to use the PX497ZY camera system. Isn't that interesting? That camera system went on to be used in 1974 in the horror film Two Fat Lasses Attack a Banana.
That poor banana.
I know. Isn't that an amazing film?
Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that about the.
Did they know though that
system.
if they attack it and end up eating or at least mashing any of it, that it'll be sweat?
Yeah. Your lives are like a group anyway. Thank you, my darling. You boil the onion, stuff it with Cajun seasoning. In 10 minutes before the end, remove the foil to caramelise the top. Oh, that sounds nice. That 1,000 views. Jesus, on what? What's at 1,000 views?
The video.
I don't know.
The video.
Rufus. Janet Thompson says, love the poo cartoons that Rufus put on Facebook and the new one. So funny.
Yeah.
I know. It's really important talking about poop, isn't it?
It is.
Because it's a lot. I am doing the series. It's a bit delayed.
The poo can tell you how healthy you are.
Well, that's what that weirdo said. What was she called? Gillian McKeith, who went in the jungle and was talking about everybody's poops.
Yeah. Can I see your poop?
Right. That was the weird bit. Can I see your poop? That's where I was like, oh, that's crossed the line.
Right, let's have a look. Oh, it's a bit black. Oh, you're not well, are you?
Your poo is luminous orange and glowing. Maybe you shouldn't live near Springfield nuclear plant. It was a Homer Simpson thing, yeah. Your consultant thinks the podcast is rubbish. Oh, God. Have they actually told you that? Plinky Plonky sounds like a new chapter in Swimming World with the swips and out swelps. It does. Now, alcohol, you get Plinky Plonky points for your plunk. A glass of wine is 11 Plinky Plonky points. Yay!
Plinkety plunky.
I know, right? Dormouse, hello, my darling. Dropping in, should be about to get stuff ready for the first of hospital. Need to wear top and bottoms. All I wear are dresses. You need to rake in the wardrobe. Okay, my darling. Listen, the best of luck to you, my darling. Absolute best of luck to you. 155 million %. Honestly.
We will be thinking of you.
We will, and you've got me. If you need me, just drop me a message. Captain Wonky. I just love that name. I just want to go... I could see
I keep thinking Captain Birdseye, sorry, but
you do. Do you know what I go for? I think
Captain Birdseye.
This is where my branding, marketing bit that I did at college comes in, because I think that would be an amazing thing to have. If I was running a supermarket, I would have a character called Captain Wonky who sells the Captain Wonky veg.
That's true.
Captain Wonky bananas, Captain Wonky spuds. And
he's in charge of all the wonky veg fruits.
You've got a superhero with hands on his hips
fruit.
like this, or her hips, their hips. You do get wonky.
You do get wonky grapes as well, don't you?
I know, right?
Going wonky grapes.
A bit like Captain Planet. Hey kids, food waste is something we can all conquer. Check out Captain Wonky carrots next time you're at the supermarket. Captain Wonky,
no.
You're a wonky.
No, and then when you hear the beep, think of the fun you could have in Wonky Street. No.
That almost worked.
Yes,
that almost worked. That was really good.
Yeah.
We should maybe spitball it a little bit, workshop it.
Yeah.
Before we take it to market. Yeah.
But we are thinking that we may well be doing some podcasting.
Oh, you're in the bloody podcast.
Good information.
I still haven't finished the one that I filmed with Neil on the other channel that I need to get back to as well.
It means that in the future you'll all be able to just plug it in and just walk around doing whatever you're doing, or
people do that anyway.
Earphone in and just listen.
Do you think they watch us? Do you think they watch? Nobody watches.
No,
everyone's doing the cleaning.
They're busy.
There's some of us on the phone.
They're busy cooking their broils.
Broiling their onions.
They are broiling their onions.
Yes. Dormouse says, Grumpy says hello. To everyone as well. He's off to check car tyre pressure, lights, water, etc. Lucky man, I bunged fuel in on Friday. Oh, that's good then. Kimberly, rise and shine. Good morning from Alabama. Good morning, Kimberly. Mm-hmm. I was looking at...
Is it morning? Oh, yeah.
In Alabama.
Oh, yeah.
I was looking at...
9 o'clock?
I don't know, dear. I can't remember because my brain...
9:30.
I was looking at a video of a parade in... See, I've now forgotten where it was in Alabama. My brain had it for 3 seconds. And then you were saying it was 9:30. And now my brain's deleted that information. And I just keep hearing now, Sweet Home Alabama. There was a parade recently in Alabama that looked fun. There you go. It might not have been that recent. I don't know how old the video was. I was going to say where it was. It was in a particular town or place in Alabama, city in Alabama, not sure, but I can't remember. Anyway, let's have a look. Did you find your dad's dog? Yeah, I was going to ask you about that, my darling. Hello, Kimberly. Is it warmer today with you, says Dormouse? Oh, the Quitting Slimming World video after one day. Oh my God, hang on a second.
One day.
Peter Kay impression incoming.
Yep, got it.
1,000 views in a day. That was rubbish.
Yeah.
But how did that go into my
one day?
I know, right? In a day. I can't do it now. You've got me doing my other silly voice for the Slimming Worldy. You can't have this and you can't have that.
Yep.
You can't get on the scales.
You can't get any awards.
Are you on Manjaro?
You can't be loose. You can't be
loser. Give me your money. Right, well, you can't get certificate, you can't get weighed in, you can't get on scales, you can't get in room, you can't get tea, you can't get coffee, you can't get support, you can't get text messages, you can't join group, you can't join Facebook, you can't join WhatsApp, you can't join Snapchat, you can't join now.
Because you're on Manjaro.
You don't get app. You don't get features. You don't get scanner. You don't get podcast.
Just give me your money. The door's over there.
You don't get discount on magazine. You don't get discount on hi-fi bars. You don't get freebies. You don't get taster. You don't get to come in room. You don't get to use toilet. You don't get information. You don't get support. You don't get nothing.
Give me your money. See you later.
Give me your $5.95. Thank you very much. I know. Anyway.
Goodbye. Yeah.
They are, look. Audrey's not listening and watching. She's getting dinner sorted. This is what people do. It's only us that sit down and watch YouTube.
Oh!
Most people have it on while they're doing other things.
Wow. It's because we are so into slimming.
No, it's because we normally sit down and we do YouTube time when we're having our dinner later on in the evening.
And then what my brain does, my brain absorbs little bits of information and then goes, woo! Yeah, we could do that. Yeah. Why are they so crap? Right. Yeah, we can change that. Yeah. That's what my head says.
Captain Wonky, I'm feeling that there is some lore that I am missing here. So, Captain Wonky says, haha, my name is Kat, she, her. Lovely to meet you, Kat.
Mrs. Cat Wonky.
No, Captain Wonky. It's not a Mrs. It could be a Miss, a Ms. A doctor.
We'll just say Captain Wonky.
Captain, exactly. Well, Captain, yeah, exactly.
Oi, oi, Captain.
One of my 535 rubber ducks is a pirate who arrived with a blown out butt. He is the OG Captain Wonky. So now you know what I'm going to say now, don't you? You know where the conversation now goes.
Oi, oi, Captain.
A, where the hell have you got 535 rubber ducks stored? B, is it all in your house? Are you a collector? How did this start? How come you've got so many? C,
Do you have a lot of crew for your ship? I mean,
no. C, where did you get the pirate one? And also, what does the blown out butt mean? Because I don't know what that means for a rubber ducky. D, can we have photos sent to the Losers Club, please? E,
we need evidence.
I just need to see someone else's collection of things so I can show you. Look, I am not the only one who collects random bits of useless pieces of rubber or plastic.
They're not useless. They click together. That's not quite
the Legos.
Useless, yeah.
No, it's a what was it in the Lego movie? It's a sophisticated clickable modular building system.
Something.
Yes.
With a bit of
So I want to know all of
writing on
that.
it. If you get the original Legos.
Oh,
then it's got
Julie
writing.
Green. Oh, look, Julie Green sits down watching our videos. Oh, that's lovely. Oh my God. Oh, Kimberly. Unfortunately not. We're suspecting our neighbour may have pew-pewed him, which is terrible. I just don't want to imagine it. Oh my God. I'm so sorry, my darling.
Because people do have like weapons and things, don't they? At home.
Are you ready? Are you ready for this? This is a name from the past.
Oh!
Hello, Gillian. Hello, my darling. Hi, both of you. Hope you're both well.
Yeah, it's been a
Hello.
while.
We haven't seen or heard or anything for the longest of longest times. I hope you're well, my darling.
It's
Hello.
been a while, isn't it?
Kimberly, 9:36 a.m. where you are.
Yeah.
All of your videos feel like podcasts anyway. I mainly listen and don't watch. You always describe things on screen for visually impaired people.
Yeah.
So no need to watch the screen. That's exactly why we do it. Thank you for picking that up. I don't know whether we've ever said that's why we do it. But that is why I read out so many comments and why I try and describe things. So anybody that has got visual issues.
But also, we feel like everybody's in the room with us. Then,
yeah. And it means you obviously can't see. If I just go, oh, you're right, Dormouse.
Then everybody else is invisible to us.
Yeah. And it also then means that, like, I might put the comment on screen, but if you're not sat watching it, or if you're doing something else, or if you can't see it for whatever reason, then you're not included. I find that really, I think that's really bad. Kimberly, Gulf Shores has a Mardi Gras parade, Veterans Day parade in Birmingham. It wasn't Birmingham. You have a HBCU outage representing historic black colleges and histories. They have amazing marching bands and lots of dance. I don't know where it was. I don't think it was Gulf Shores. It was a Mardi Gras parade. It did begin with G. It might be Gulf Shores. It was a Mardi Gras parade.
Yeah, was it?
It was. Yes, it was. That's what it was. Was it recent? It was a Mardi Gras in something G something. It must be Gulf Shores. That's the only thing that makes sense. In something Alabama. Yes, it was a Mardi Gras parade because I knew it wasn't a Pride and I knew it wasn't a Veterans Day. And it was and there was I think there was a marching band or something.
Yeah.
But they weren't playing like Marine Corps music. They were playing like something else. Oh. And I was like, oh, that looks cool. It's in Alabama. I wonder if Kimberly is near there or knows where that is or anything. That's really cool. Like, yay. It was freezing all day yesterday. Still cold.
Yeah.
Gosh. You watch all our videos and live streams, usually at 4 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, I tend to do that. That really cold weather, says Dormouse, over with you must be so challenging for your soup maker will be on overdrive. It will be. Hi Gillian, it's Ed. Haven't heard from you in ages, says Ed.
Ages.
Julie Green, so when will you both next get on scales? There's not a class and you are phoning Slimming World tomorrow to switch over to online. No, we've done that already.
Done it.
We rang Slimming World on Wednesday. Was it Wednesday or Thursday?
Wednesday.
And they changed it over. So we had so many weeks. I think we ended up getting an extra week.
Something
we had
like
7 or 8 weeks left on our countdown. And they converted it over,
So
and we now go until the 28th of March. So I think we've got 8 weeks. I think there were 7.
Yeah.
So they've converted that across, and after that we go to the £20 a month, just rolling payment thing. Although we did say, didn't we, that we might not both need the app because back to basics.
Yeah.
Laura's got the app and everything on her phone, and Kath does it at home.
Just weighs it
and we were like, maybe that makes sense because you only really deal with the app on your phone.
Yeah.
And I tend to use the laptop if I'm looking up things like new food items. We're gonna cover that
because we eat the same meals. I say it's kind of like
do we both need to be paying 20 quid, and then that money can go in the computer fund.
And like say 95% of the. But
she's listening.
Shh.
Computer.
Stop listening.
Stop. There we go.
But yeah, like I say, we go to the shop.
She's always listening.
She is. She's naughty. And at the end of the day, like I say, 95% of the things we buy are all like fruits, vegetables, and some proteins. But we don't buy many. We don't buy a lot of processed food. We don't buy a lot of stuff.
We don't.
I mean, you can call like a bit of grated cheese processed, or like the beetroot burgers.
No, we eat processed food. We just don't eat.
Not
what is it?
Not high.
Ultra processed.
Yeah,
food.
ultra processed. It's
That's
not like not stuff that's been made, completely changed, and put a ton of salt in and then freeze it. It's obviously
not really our thing.
We don't really eat things like that. Very rare.
But yeah, we're getting on the scales on Tuesday as normal. We're going to go to Boots the Chemist, or it's just called Boots now, isn't it? Go to Boots, and our Boots is in one of these out of town shopping area things, and it's got a M&S next to it. M&S, is it an M&S food hall? It is, isn't it? Where they've got the Kissabella apples that Jane Day mentioned and said they were really delicious.
We went to Boots, and it's got the exact weight I was last week, because we went and got it checked, and it tells you on the machine your height, your BMI, and your weight. So we did this just before we went and got weighed in at group. At Boots. Is it £1?
Yeah. 70p if you didn't want your body fat thing.
Yeah.
So this is what you get printed out. It's got on it your body fat percentages. Yep. It's got your age. It's got what your recommendation should be. Yep. It's got your BMI, your height, your weight, good. Everything. Like all done for you.
The weight on both of ours was spot on. Exactly the same.
It was exactly the same as when we went to group. So there you go. That's with the top-down camera from with my messy desk.
So that's what we are now doing. So
So we're going to get that each week. We can show you. We're going to film when we get on the scales, so that there's a bit of a backup as well. So we'll do that all the time. And that will be our record. We're keeping our Slimming World book, so we'll write it in our book as normal. Nothing else changes.
No.
The only thing that changes is instead of at 4 o'clock driving to the Slimming World car park, going into Slimming World, paying our £5.95 to step on the scales. Instead of doing that, once a month we pay £20 for the entire month, however many days that is.
Yep.
And then 3:30, 4 p.m. on a Tuesday, we drive into a car park at a shopping centre, and instead of going to Boots and paying £5.95, we've already paid our £5, so we pay £1 to Boots the chemist, put in the machine.
And then we go M&S and buy some Kisabella apples.
Yes, we get in the machine and we stand on those scales. Arguably, it's going to be quicker and easier for us to do that because there's not going to be a queue of people.
I've always felt for a long, like I say, most of the time I stayed at group because I felt you used to, get more out of that than me.
Until the change.
And I just feel like my time there during this image therapy thing, once that started, was just a waste of my time. Like I say, it's just empty hours I've wasted. We could have been doing something else. We could have been here doing another video, like I say, and we're going to be moving forward doing, is it a live?
Are you gonna announce this now then?
We're gonna do the choosy recipes. We're just gonna do it live in the kitchen on Tuesdays.
Tuesday evenings
We'll be cooking with us.
starting probably this week, depending on my eyeball. We're going to be doing Tuesday live, so it will be probably the same time, 6:30, and we will basically cook the recipe that won the previous Wednesday's Tuesday. That gives us time to get all the ingredients sorted out, so we've got everything. We don't have the chili flakes thing where we get home and go, oh, I haven't got it. Oh my god! It's the last day to film.
You'll be able to talk to us and send messages and stuff like that in the live chat, and talk to us while we're cooking.
And more importantly, I'll be able to say, or you'll be able to say to people at home, is there enough salt? If you've had this before, is there enough salt in this? Is there enough spiciness? Because this doesn't look enough. Because Slimming World, they don't season their recipes, do they?
Well, often a lot of them, you'll get the ingredient list in the book, and it won't have any salt or no stock cubes in it, or
no seasoning.
And then you'll go through the method, and then it will say occasionally it'll have things like, it doesn't include water, but obviously as a sauce, and then you go through the actual method, and then it will tell you add this many amounts of meal of water or something to it, or right at the very end it will just say season to taste.
Yeah.
And that is it. Sometimes it doesn't have any salt.
The one that we
Peruvian
stir fry had
said it had
salt of anything.
Soy sauce and another sauce in it, but it's not enough sauce to actually give it a bit of flavour, a bit of
not for the whole meal. No.
So there was no. It just tasted really bland.
Yeah, so we'll be able to say, if you've tried this, was this enough curry powder? Was this enough garam masala? Was this enough oregano? Did it could you taste it?
Yeah.
Because 9 times out of 10, when we've cooked the recipe, it's like, do you remember when we did the meals?
Yeah.
The frozen meals in Iceland, and they had the 3 spicy, whatever that curry one was. Was it the Madras?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'm never going to try that. And then I got one and I was like, right, I'm going to be brave. I'm going to have the Madras. And I ate it and it was like, is that it? There's nothing to it. It's not spicy at all. I was like, ugh.
But some of them, like say, some of their meals, like I say, we haven't tried all of the new ones.
No.
But some of the older ones, often there would be like a little bit of bitterness to them. A little bit like, and somebody online who said that they'd gone through their whole range and tried them all, and they like someone that obviously tests and tries out meals in many places and tells you their honest opinion.
Oh yeah,
of
she was a food critic.
She's a food critic, and she turned around and said that a lot of their meals, it's like as if they've not cooked the spices out properly, so the meals
really
have a little bit bitter, a little bit of bitterness to them, so they're not quite. They should have cooked the spice properly.
You should say, oh, there wasn't. I'm getting the garam masala coming through, but the garlic is really overpowering because of the because it's quite bitter. It hasn't been cooked through enough.
Garlic's actually, like that as well. Yeah,
I think this garlic might have been.
Yeah.
It's almost like it's a really young garlic, and she's got you know like they have those professional testers that do chocolate, and they go, oh, this chocolate has hints of almond and goji berries.
But like most people know, like I say, Slimming World create the meals themselves, and then all that information then goes to Iceland, and then they in their version of it. But obviously they then mass produce it, so they don't really have control over those spices weren't cooked properly for whatever reason.
But also, it's because if you look at what goes into a freezer meal and then look at the recipe on the back, they're very different.
Yeah. And if you cook a meal and then freeze it, often you lose some sort of not nutrients and things from having it freezing. So sometimes something should, like I say, normally if you cook something at home and you cook like, I don't know, a chili con carne or a curry, they normally taste better the next day. Oh, yeah. But when you buy a frozen meal, often I've found them quite bland. A lot of them. You even tried their vindaloo once.
It was
you
a
said
vindaloo,
that,
wasn't it? Yeah.
You said, wow, that's probably gonna. I don't think I could eat that.
That's what I just said.
It'll blow your head off. Did it?
No, it was rubbish.
No.
It was the vindaloo, not whatever I said. Yeah, the vindaloo.
Yeah.
It was
blow your head off. And
3 spices, the most spicy one they do, and I was like,
wow,
right,
that's gonna burn my bum, and it didn't.
And I was like, I've got the next day free if I need to sit on the toilet.
And it was disappointing.
I've got milk on standby if I need to drink a glass of milk.
It definitely wasn't what you expected.
No, I was expecting it to blow me head off, and I was eating it going, I'm going to taste spice in a minute.
I'm really going to try this.
This spice is going to blow. I'll taste the spice in a minute.
Mouthful after mouthful, and then things sometimes, if they don't seem super hot when you first try them, often it will feel warmer as you go along.
Yeah, like
spices.
Do you remember when you were cooking whatever it was one day, and you were like, "I'll put some extra spice in so you can taste it."
I put chili. I did a chili con carne, a veggie one, but also I made it, and we'd bought chili powder, but it wasn't. It didn't say mild chili powder, so it was just what's it?
Extra hot, blow your bum off chili powder.
But it didn't say it was hot chili powder either. It just said chili powder. So I put 1 spoon of it in, but 1 spoon was obviously too much.
Yeah, but what you're not saying to people is, when you say spoon, you think teaspoon.
Teaspoon.
And you used a dessert spoon, heaped up like this.
No!
A serving, a ladle.
Oh, and I sprinkled that just on your plate, dear, and just mixed it in
just put that in with that, yeah. Can't disguise the taste of the rat poison.
I mixed it in a little bit and went, oh, she'll eat that.
Yeah, she won't know any do. She says she can handle spice. I'll prove her.
Yeah, that'll get rid of that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'll kill her off. I told you, there's no point doing that until you get the life insurance out on me. Then it's fine. Then I don't mind.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, that's very true. Yes.
I know, right? Anyway, back to the chat. Gillian Carter, I am not good at the moment. Oh, sorry to hear that. Found out before Christmas that I have diabetes. I'm on medication for it. So that's probably going to be type 2, if you just found out, not type 1. What medication are they putting you on? I was put on metformin at first. Didn't agree with me after many years.
Well, then I was moved to quite a few years, and then it started making me ill. It just kept making you feel sick,
nausea. Yeah. Then they put me on gliclazide, which they then upped the dose so much that when I went to the diabetic clinic, because I was potentially losing my foot, and funnily enough, my eye, which is why I've had laser treatment. She went, this gliclazide is going to be killing your pancreas. It's stripping your pancreas. It's far too much. What are they doing? And I said, I don't know. She said, why are you put on this amount? I don't know. It's what the nurse told me to take.
That was the salvage team, wasn't it? But
and she went, no, right, taking you off that. We're going to put you onto Zepatide because that's going to manage it. This is ridiculous. This will make you poorly. And she said, why aren't you on metformin? I said, I was for years.
Yeah.
I said, and then I couldn't take the quick release, so I was on the slow release. I said, and then that started to make me nauseous. So they put me on the gliclazide. She said, well, normally we'd give you metformin. She said, okay, we'll put you straight on the Zepatide. That should knock everything on the head. And it did, didn't it? Absolutely. Within a few days, changing nothing in my diet at all. My diet's been exactly the same since October, wasn't it? Coming back to group. And my blood sugars went...
But it's not. This is not medical advice or anything
like that. Not medical advice. Go see a doctor.
If for any reason something's not working well, you can ask to be referred to the diabetes specialist, and they will be able to put you on the right medication if you feel like if you've got any problems with what you're on.
Also, and this is medical advice, but not medical advice because I'm not a medical trained practitioner. Also, the best thing you can do, the absolute best, the first thing, the most important thing that you need to do, Gillian, is cut out all added sugar. All sugar. Everything. Unless it's like in a banana or in some berries.
Yeah, if it's natural sugar, it's okay.
But only if it's natural sugar already in something. But all added sugar, delete immediately.
But even before, you didn't eat as many bananas. Not as many before, but now you're on... Your levels are really good now. Now you occasionally eat banana, but I tend to have
a banana most days, sort of mid-morning, mid-afternoon-ish. I'll have a banana or I'll have an apple. Yeah. But that's the only sugar I have is from my fruit. Everything else is 0 sugar. And I got to the point, Gillian, where I had an infection in my toe.
Yeah.
I nearly lost my toe. And if I hadn't randomly gone to the doctor and went, this is not healing properly, what's going on, I could have actually lost my foot. It was the infection had gone to the bone. That was really worrying. I then got an infection on my other foot because, again, diabetes. And I now have orthotic shoes to protect my feet from damage. I've got to wear stuff on my feet in the house. So in the house I wear Crocs. When I go out the house, regardless of what I'm wearing, I have a pair of black and purple orthotic shoes that look like trainers.
They look pretty good.
They're really cool, actually. They are really smart. I like them a lot.
Especially measured for your
Made
feet.
to measure for my feet. They're so comfortable. But also, what I'm having now, I've had laser treatment on both eyes to try and save my eyesight because I was getting bleeds. My left eye, 2 weeks ago, I had mega laser treatment, like Death Star laser treatment. And now in the healing thing, I've got floaties and stuff going on.
It's taken a lot of time to recover from it.
Absolutely, 100%. If there was ever a wake-up call, my darling, this is it.
Yep.
As soon as I experienced the foot problem and the eye problem was happening at the same time, as soon as that happened in January, I was like, right, I can't have any more sugar, no matter what happens in my January last year. Whatever happens in my life, I can't eat it. It's just not an option. It's no longer food that I am allowed to put in my body, with the exception, I think, in the whole of last year, I had one Milky Way crispy roll. And
what's one of the...
That was it, wasn't it?
What's one of the really good bits of advice you can say about food when we lived with a lot of food that wasn't very good for us?
If you don't want to eat it, don't buy it. If you're not going to put it in your belly, don't put it in your trolley.
Don't bring it home, because when it's at home, the likelihood is that you brought it home to eat it.
Yeah.
So...
And you might tell yourself when you're in the supermarket, we all lie to ourselves. I'll get this.
Just one. I'll be able to make.
I'll
them
get
last.
this packet of biscuits, and well, if I portion it out, I'll have 2 of those and 1 of those and 2 of those and 1 of those, or I'll just get it for the grandkids, or I'll just get it for Brenda up the road. Yeah. I'll just get it in case Bob comes in for a cup of tea. Whatever it is. You're lying to yourself, because I certainly did, and I know in that moment
you couldn't trust yourself.
No, in that moment though, 100%.
Oh yeah.
I'm not. Of course, I'm not going to eat biscuits. Yeah. Of course, I'm not. That's ridiculous. Of course, I'm not. There's no way in the hell I would do that to myself. Absolutely not. And then 3-4 days later. 3 or 4 hours later,
it's all gone.
In the evening,
empty packet.
Yeah, in the evening when I'm sat there and I'm feeling lonely, or I'm feeling tired, or I'm feeling emotional, I'm feeling happy, I'm feeling sad, I'm feeling
all of it.
Up, I'm feeling down, I'm feeling active, I'm feeling tired. Yeah. Whatever you're feeling, my brain would go, those biscuits there. Oh, we'll just have 1. You can stop at 1. Oh, well, you've opened the packet. You've had 1. 2 won't hurt.
You can't leave the packet open either.
2 won't hurt. Wow, I've had 2.
They'll go soft and they won't be any good.
Well, you know what the problem is, Rufus? Because I opened the packet and I've had 2 out the top. I can't close the packet. So if I take another 4 out, then I can fold the packet up and put a clip on. So I'll take those out, and well, now the dogs are looking at me. So I've got to take out 1 each for the dogs, and I'll have another couple as well while I'm there. And then, well, I've had half the packet now.
And then no, I do. I go naughty.
We never did. That was a problem.
Naughty. I never used to see you eat them.
I know. You just wake up the next day and I go.
And I'd find.
You'd go.
I'd look in the bin and just see this packet in the bin. I'm like, oh.
That would be the times where...
I say, you all right then? And you're like, yeah, I'm all right now. They're gone now. I've eaten them.
Or that would be the worst thing. When I was at my worst with it, the packet would go inside of another packet of something else. So there'd be a tin of beans or something, and I'd get the crisp packet, or what was it, biscuit packet wrapper, and I'd shove it in the bottom of a tin of beans, then put the ring pulley bit on that as well, push that down in the bottom, and then squeeze the tin together like that. So the biscuit evidence is in the bottom of the tin of beans with the lid on top. So even if you went, there's no packet in there, you wouldn't see it, because I had an addiction, and I was not in control.
No.
But in the moment when I'm in the shop, I'm absolutely... Of course I'm not going to eat them this time. No. Why would I do that? I'm healthy. I am in control. I've got them in case Bob comes round for a cuppa.
You know yourself better than anybody, and like I say, if that is difficult,
don't buy it.
Just don't buy it and don't bring it home.
No, and that will be tough, and it will mean that it
takes a lot of adjusting.
Friends coming over, or kids or grandkids coming over can't have their biscuits with Gillian or with Granny. Then okay. Well, they can have some grapes, or they can have
something
an
healthy.
apple, or they can have.
But moving forward, even like if your children normally want to eat things that you're eating, so if you're eating that will then rub off on them, and they will loving eating the fruit and other stuff, things that are available to them, rather than just things that are
but
not
honestly,
that great for them. Really.
Honestly, if ever you needed a wake up call about your health, my darling, the diabetes thing, don't do what I did. I ignored it when the doctor said to me a few years back, you don't need to do your finger prick blood test every day now. We just manage it over 3 months. That for me was like them saying, go and eat whatever you want.
But if anyone tells you that as well, don't listen to them, because at the end of the day you should still be doing a finger prick every
day. The diabetic clinics say to
you
keep doing your finger pricks
every day.
I don't do that so much now because I don't have any added sugar and everything's under control. And my blood sugars are averaging out in the normal range now, most days. So they're doing this on a regular basis. Sometimes might be up a little bit, sometimes down a little bit, depending on if I've eaten something a couple of hours before and it's affecting my blood sugar. But generally speaking, mine are absolutely in the normal range now because I eat super mega healthy, and we don't even eat a lot of fruit and that during the day, do we? We have our smaller fruit bowl in the evening.
That's it.
And I might have one piece of fruit in the day, and that's the only sugar I have. Everything else is sugar free. My coffee syrups, sweeteners, pop, everything. Even things like peanut butter that had sugar in the other day, didn't we, when we were at the thing? A load of them have added salt and pine and what was it called? Thingy oil? What's the palm oil? All sorts of crap.
Just rubbish in them.
Some of them had sweetener in it, sugar in it.
Yeah.
Why are you adding sugar into peanut butter? I don't want sweet peanut butter to make it more addictive. Bread is the worst thing for that. Tons of sugar in a standard loaf. But anyway.
But now you can get no added sugar bread now.
You can.
So you just have to have a look. So you just
it's making those choices. Because I'm telling you, especially last night when I woke up with this thing that's flat. I wish you could all see what I see. It's really weird.
But also once a certain amount of damage is done, some things are then irreversible.
Irreversible,
So
Julie Green says, yes, you're right about the app. You should do like back to basics and put £1 in a tin for £1 loss. Do you know, I was thinking this. I was thinking each week at Slimming World, I normally put £2 in the raffle. So maybe I'll put £2 in a tub. And over the course of a year, that's £100. And then we can do a thing with it. We can maybe give it to a charity. Or do a giveaway on the channel or something. Just from the raffle. Because I think in the whole year last year, I think we won it once.
Maybe once, that's it. It's a lot of money to give to them, and it's like for that.
And we didn't even have veggies or coffee.
No.
Because we took our own. Grumpy has on his phone the Slimming World app. At login, he puts in your email and password, and then he can scan the foods when he's out shopping without you. There you go. He just doesn't touch the weight log or food planner. Exactly. That's probably what we're going to end up doing, That is probably what we're going to end up doing. Mardi Gras in Gulf Shores is one of the oldest and largest celebrations, says Kimberly. Oh gosh, where's it gone? Mardi Gras or Fat Tuesday celebrates the final day of feasting and revelry before the solemn Christian season of Lent. It does. It's where you use up everything in your cupboards. Not like your dad.
I know.
Doesn't use up anything in his cupboards for 10 years.
He doesn't.
But it starts Lent, marking the start of a period of fasting, prayers and penance. It does, before Easter. Yep, it does. Code Deb, hello, my darling. When are you joining the online Slimming World? We've done it already.
Already done.
We've done it, my darling. We are going to do a video on it. It's really interesting. There's so much more
information
online. I didn't even realise.
They do live check-ins as well, so you can go on the live, you can talk to them as well on there
several times a day if you want to. And there's also the ones that were, there was one, what was it, using your stock pot or slow cooker or something, and it already happened, but they're on there on like a video on demand. So I was like, that might be interesting.
So ones that are not live, you can still watch all those as well.
And it seems like Shell was talking once. Bean Feast 57 is doing it.
Saying there's a lot more. You get a lot more out of the online
stuff. And she said it's a lot like going to group used to feel. Obviously, you don't get the one-to-one support unless you're on the live. But
it's
for the information, which is what we used to. I mean, to be fair, we stayed at group.
For other people often.
A lot of the time for other people, because we would say, oh, be careful of that. We found this. Chicken roll, so many swips. This, so many blah, blah, blah. And when that then changed as well, it meant that I didn't get any support regardless of where my scales were. 100% on plan all week. Up, down, left, right, doesn't matter. oh well, Lisa, you either get included in a you have lost £half a pound.
And I'd be like, are we staying or are we just getting weighed and going?
And I'd normally say, oh no, go on, we'll stay, hoping that this week will be the week where either there's something that we can add or something that's interesting or we learn something.
As soon, like I say, you'd taken yourself out of the group on Facebook anyway, but I was still in it. As soon as we'd sent a message to the consultant, or group leader, should I say, to say that we wasn't going back to that group, straight away she as fast as anything, she just took me straight out of the group.
Yep. Which is fine, which is what they've got to do because it's a business. But yeah, it's there seems to be.
I think though, partly though, I think they didn't like it as much because we're quite opinionated about if something works well or it doesn't work well. Or,
well, no, it's because we ask questions.
Oh, we do.
Excuse me.
We're not quite followers. We kind of we sort of look outside the box as well. We kind of.
It's because I read 1984 as a child, and it changed my opinion of the world in such a fundamental way that I now question authority. So when somebody's at the front of a group going, well, this is how you do this, I go,
it's a bit like going...
Why are bananas different if they're mashed? Okay.
I said it's a bit like going in the supermarket and going, right, well, there's a checkout over there with someone who does everything for you, or I can just go to self-pay, and loads of people just stand in the line waiting one after the other in the checkout, and I'm like, I'm not bothered for that. I'm just going to go for the self-pay.
See, I'm a bit funny with that because I do think if I've got a bit of time, I'll go and stand in the queue with the checkout person because I think it's really important that they don't get rid of checkout people in supermarkets because not everybody can use the self-scanner and they're doing it to save money. And I don't agree that these billion-dollar companies save money by cutting out basically low-wage jobs.
My point is that I'm not just someone that will just go, right, that's where we stand when we're paying. We just do that.
But also, the thing that's different to us, to a lot of the people that go to a lot of these groups, not just Slimming World, Weight Watchers, other weight loss groups as well, is that we are quite active in the community. So we watch all the YouTube channels, obviously.
I try and absorb lots of information of things that are going to help everyone else, like say for people like yourselves on here.
But also for us. We want to learn more. We want to learn more about the plan. How does this work? Why does this work? What's something else that's new? Oh, we didn't know that. Do you remember we were doing SP, but we were eating far too much protein, and actually we were overeating the protein, which, as Joe said on Jane's video yesterday, Joe, can we come and interview you, please?
And I don't think, like say, for people doing SP, that it's kind of 50-50 that goes on your plate, because if you did that with 50% protein and 50% just speed vegetables or whatever, and then obviously just having speed fruit, and
you overeat the protein.
You're going to eat because your proteins and your like say if you had proteins and carbs, if you do, obviously you don't have carbs on an SP day like that, but if you had too much protein, then it's too many calories. There's too many calories involved in it.
As Joe said, if you have too much protein, it can get converted into a carb in your system. If you haven't watched Jane and Joe's video from yesterday, oh my God, it was 48 minutes. It felt like we were watching it for 10. It was absolutely amazing. Tons of information in there. Oh my God, Jane and Joe need to be... We need to do Slimland as a private company where we actually do our own things. Using the Slimming World plan. It's never going to work, is it? It's never going to work. It's never going to be a thing. But Jane and Joe are so good. It was so brilliant. It really, really, really was. So yeah, totally recommend.
I said that's a must for us. Every Saturday we go looking online for a video, and it's like we need to have our Jane fix.
We do
every Saturday.
It's our dinner time specialty. But Saturday. What I was saying was, Joe was saying there that we need so much protein depending on how much we weigh and what we're doing. But that protein can't come all at once. Otherwise, the excess of it, your body can then turn to carbs. And so I think he said it's like 30 grams a time of protein, which, as Jane said, isn't 30 grams of chicken. Because again, I didn't know that till Jane said it. So because we do this in the wider community, when we go to our Slimming World group, we'll say, and when somebody says something, I'll go, oh, do you know? No, Hello, excuse me, point of order.
I said, but also,
point of order, Mr. Chairman.
When they talk about SP, it's very loosely how they talk about it. It's a bit like the plan. They don't tell you, right, this is the Slim and Well plan. You've got all these choices of things you can have. They try and sort of advise you, like, as in, like, you got now 3 healthy choices or whatever. You got that stuff. But they don't tell you which ones you had. They advise you to have the calcium choice because you need calcium.
Bones.
But the other choices are all up to you. How you do the plan is up to you. That what quantities of whatever you have is up to you. And if you hit the nail on the head, if you hit the right amounts of everything, you do amazing. If you don't do the plan well and you go, right, do you know what? Now I can have 2 fibre choices, so I'm going to do it. And then you didn't do very well that week, are you going to carry on and do the same thing the next week? Probably not, but some people do.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
And I think the important thing is that we used to go and ask questions. So because we were online, I remember the week that it happened. When the new book came out, we already knew about the mix and match issue. Because we were like, oh, so-and-so says you can, so-and-so says you can't.
People were guessing, weren't they, to start with.
So I said to the consultant, to our group leader, I said, on page 31, it says about mixing and matching healthy extras. Is that across categories or is that in the same one? I said, because there's a lot of discourse online about it. And she said, oh no. She said, yes, Lisa, there is a lot of discourse.
She didn't know.
I will ask, I will confirm this with head office and get back to you. Okay, moving on. She didn't say what it was. No. She didn't expand on it. She didn't say, oh, well, actually, yes, people, it's this, that. And she didn't explain it to the wider group. Because I think I'd actually said something along the lines of, there's a thing on page 31 which is about mixing and matching, and there's a lot of discourse online. Yeah, go on. And she said, oh no, there is a lot of discourse, Lisa, I'll get back to you. Yeah. And it was like, are we not going to expand and say what that is to the group in case anybody in group is confused? Yeah. And it was like, okay. And I felt like I was shut up.
When we got the new books though, and she'd had the new book, like I say, if that was me and that was part of my job to know the layout of all the new book and any new extra information in the book, it would have been something that you would, be actively reading and checking it all to make sure that when you are there that one day for those 3 sessions, that if people ask, you would know, try and know the information as best you can.
Yeah.
But
anyway, and again, listen, our consultant's relatively new. She's a lovely person, but maybe the issues that we had weren't with her. They were with the group format. Yeah. Overall. Anyway, Code Deb, do they offer a lot of times for the other Zoom meetings? I believe they do.
Yeah.
I believe there's lots of different days, and I think they run 3 or 4 during the day. So yeah, there are. I definitely can't buy a multi-pack of anything. Nope. Crisps, chocolate, etc. as I would eat it all. Even cheese. Yep, that's why I can't have bread. Yeah. I can't buy a block as I would finish it all. Have to buy small portions of cheese. This is entirely me. Absolutely, Julie. And the thing is, for me, that disordered style of eating, if you get what I'm not saying, that was really difficult to deal with. Yeah. And it wasn't until I had to take a long, cold, hard look at myself and go, who are you kidding? There is no way in hell you are ever going to open a packet of biscuits and eat one. There is no way in hell. You bought some, in the whole video we've just done, we picked up some of those.
Biscoff.
That's it. Are they Lotus?
The ones, they are Lotus Biscoff.
Oh, okay. My brain went Lotus biscuits and then you said Biscoff. I was like, I'm confused.
We're going to be using them for like doing healthy
trying a cheesecake recipe.
But also they're the ones where you get 2 biscuits in they're a multi-pack, and each they got little packs of 2 biscuits in them.
Yeah.
And I think it's 4 swips for the 2 biscuits. But obviously if we're going to use 1 packet between us to put on our cheesecakes.
So each one of the biscuits is 2 swips, and we're going to have 1 of each biscuit in our... do we put it in a pot? I'm not sure how it works. Put it in a pot of yogurt or something.
I'll put them in a pot, but we've got a salted caramel topping.
Don't tell everyone, they're going to watch the whole video. There's a lot of stuff in the whole video, but
there's lots of it,
the key thing of mentioning it is, I said to you, listen, I know I'm okay right now, but if you buy them, you've got to put them somewhere where I don't know where they are.
I've hid them.
And I used to, years ago on Slimming World, I used to go rooting around your drawers, didn't I? Because I'd know that there might be some snacks, or there might be something for the doggos, like some oaty cakes or something. And I'll be like,
where's that gone?
But yeah, I'm glad.
I might have eaten it.
Yeah. Holland's here. Hello, Holland. Hi, Lisa and Rufus. Hello, Holland. I hope you're okay, my darling. I hope everything's going okay with you. I don't know whether you want us to say anything online, but I hope everything is going okay with you, my darling, and everything. Kimberly, sorry, I was prepping breakfast. I need to scroll back and read. Okay, my love. You had your you had your bloods back on Friday. You reversed your pre-diabetes. Amazing. Well done. You get the clap. That is awesome. Well done. That's really good. That's really good. Oh, I'm really happy for you, my darling.
When I came back on plan this time round, I was nearly pre-diabetic at that point.
Yeah, you were. Kimberly, we should all go on one of those Zoom calls together. We should all arrange a time. Us, Shell,
yeah, we should
who else was online now? Al. We should all go on one together and be like, hi. We're also thinking about doing Zoom ourselves. I don't know how that works entirely.
What was that? That kids program we would have watched years ago. That when the wasn't Happy Days, was it? When the screen would come on and you get like everyone in their little boxes on the.
You're thinking Brady Bunch.
Is it Brady Bunch?
Yes.
It'd be a bit like that, wouldn't it?
I just remember the video they did for a charity record a few years back, and they had, oh my God, what was his name that's gone mad and was married to Kim Kardashian? The rapper guy who did Yeezys. Oh my God, Kanye. They had Kanye, right?
West.
And he's on the video doing this, right? Hang on, zoom in on me. Oh, I can do that. Hang on. Here we go. Look, are you ready? Here we go. Right, let me get this prepped. Talk amongst yourselves for a couple of minutes. Right, here we go. Just waiting for the software to load. It should have loaded by now. It's not going to come up, is it? Now I'm wanting it. Anyway, right. So I'm in my little box. Just stand up there. Right. So I'm in. Oh, there we go. It's coming up. Look at that. Just as that, it's coming up. Right. Update later. Here we go. So we do a little bit of a. Is that the plus sign? I really can't see. There we go. Then there we go. Do that. Right.
There you are. Gone in.
So, oh my God, I look old. But anyway, right, there we go. There's me in my little box, right? So imagine you've got all of these other people in their boxes, left, right, up, down, right? Kanye thought he was going to be in the middle square because he was the most important. Yeah. So he's singing like this.
And how did that go?
He was in the bottom left corner. Oh. So he's looking
up and down
and not realising that he's down the bottom corner, and he's looking over here. There's nobody that side of looking over here. There's nobody that side of him at all. He's looking down, he's in the bottom corner, but because his ego was so big, he thought he would have to be front and centre. He thought he would be like number one big boss man, and it turns out he wasn't. And it was so funny just watching him, because he's like, oh yeah, I'm the man, I'm Mr. Kanye, I'm what everyone's here for. And it was like, no, you're not, mate. You're really not. It was so funny. Audrey, you don't buy a raffle ticket, Hi-Fi Bars or the magazine. You get the magazine on your Kindle subscription.
You're going to say it in that way. You don't buy raffle tickets, you don't buy magazine, you don't buy...
Audrey, I don't buy a magazine, I don't buy Hi-Fi Bars, I don't buy I don't buy a raffle, I don't buy Hi-Fi Bars, I don't buy a magazine, I don't get tea and coffee, I don't get on scales, I don't know why I go.
No. We don't go anymore now.
I know, right? Dormouse, you have a pretty money box. Each pound you lose, you let a pound in. If you gain, you double the amount, and a maintain is £5. You punish yourself for £5. You plan to keep saving until you get where I want, then who knows what to do with it. You'll be able to retire.
Right.
If it was me, every time I gain, I have to put double in what I gain, I'd be bankrupt. Be all right for you. You never gain.
You'll be withering away.
I wouldn't do, because my weight goes the opposite way.
You would, because you wouldn't be able to afford any food.
That's very true.
You'd be poor.
You have to buy my food for me. I'd be living on mung beans and
you would, yes, because that's all we eat.
Boiled onion in cabbage water.
Yeah,
that's what we eat. Like in Willy Wonka. grandparents who eat some more.
You'll be on
I have
cabbage.
some more cabbage
You'll be on
water,
cabbage
Charlie.
soup. You'll be on the toilet all week.
Yeah, that's great, Leanne. You've been pre-diabetic for years, says Kimberly. You went on metformin, but if I could get the weight off, might get it down and get rid of the metformin. Metformin isn't good for us. It really isn't. Rachel, you lost your eyesight and kidneys due to diabetes. Please, everyone, be careful. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, darling. I'm so sorry that happened. Wow. Yeah, see, this is it. Diabetes. People think of it as a nothing. It's so scary. For years,
I said some people keep going, and then it gets that bad. You could lose limbs. You can. Yeah, it's just not good, is it?
You've got Grumpy, mostly well trained on Slimming World, on the Slimming World shop, but now and then he goes rogue. You went to Asda today, and there were no lanes with workers at all. Holland. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's not good. I hate that.
Yeah.
Because like, what about the people that manned the checkouts or personed the checkouts? I hate that. I think that's awful. Holland, that would drive me nuts, and me. I struggle with self-service scanning in supermarkets, and worse if you scan as you go to get checkout. Then they want to do the whole trolley scan. That annoys me as well. The info about protein was great. It was so good, wasn't it? It was so good. Really, really well. I mean, we're doing a bit of research and stuff for something at the moment that we're working on behind the scenes.
People at group, though, like I say, the consultants and people at group, they try and make you... How they talk about SP, though, is that, it should be 50-50, whereas, like, that's what we did. We tried it, and we put weight on that week.
Yeah, absolutely.
To try it, and we've never done it since. And sometimes, like I say, just doing extra easy all the time, you can have just as an amazing loss that week than you might do on SP.
Yeah.
Because SP, you are dropping a lot of water weight, so a lot of it will be water. It won't just be fat, because most people don't lose that much fat in a week if you have a big loss.
Yeah, exactly. Dormouse is officially pimping Grumpy out, sending him to lots of people to do their shopping for us. I think that's really good. I hope Rupert's okay, my darling. I hope everything is going okay. If not, I hope it's as comfortable for everyone concerned, for you and you're Grumpy, as you said. And it's horrible. It's so sad. Grumpy's always adored shopping. When younger, I would stay at home with friends. Husband watching rugby and kids. Oh, with a friend's husband. Yeah. So you'd watch rugby and the kids, and he would go food and clothes shopping with a friend.
Yeah, that's all right.
All shared a dormouse curry for tea. That's cool. You don't know why you keep going. I know. Your money box doubling ticks me off. Hence, it motivates me to crack on each week. Yes, I bet it does. It would. The thing is, though, for me, a lot of it's medical stuff, so it's out of my control. So I eat 100% on plan. There's not a lot I can do. No. So then. I did say the other week that I wanted to do a quick little mindfulness check-in on Sundays. I am very aware that I probably can't read a lot at the moment, so I'm not going to do my 10-minute this week. I might put that in I might put it on a little separate video and just do it, then people can watch it anytime they want. But I am going to ask you all to do a little bit of mindfulness check-in with me, and it's going to be like maybe 2 or 3 minutes, so it's not going to take very long. But what I will say is, this comes with a whopping great big warning. If you are currently driving or doing anything where you need to be alert, clip this bit out for later, come back later. We are an hour and 25 minutes in, hour and 22 minutes in. So come back at another point, okay? Because you might get so relaxed that you want to close your eyes, or you want to drop off, or you probably will be closing your eyes, but you might also find that if you are particularly tired, you might have a little nap. Some people do, some people don't. Obviously, if you're currently behind the wheel of a moving vehicle or operating machinery, or you've got something on the stove or in the oven, don't do that right now. But it's going to be very simple, and it's literally going to involve our senses. Because the way that mindfulness works is when we're busy, when we're stressed, we have a part of the brain which is called the amygdala. And the amygdala is a little globule of stuff in the brain, grey matter and stuff in the brain. And what it does is it controls our cortisol and other hormones that affect our fight, flight, freeze and what's it? There's another one, flee, I think it is. Basically, it's our fight, flight, freeze or fight. No, there's another word. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say. It controls that automatic response. And it's there because back in the days where we were living in caves, if there was a rustle in the trees or in the bushes, we needed to know, is that rustle in the bushes, is that our life partner coming back with the berries they've picked? Or is that a saber-toothed tiger that's going to try and eat us? We needed to know that. And what would happen, that rustle in the bushes over there, we would go on immediate alert. So our body would send all these signals to get your muscles ready, stop your stomach from processing food properly. It would speed up your heart rate, speed up your breathing, slightly increase how you stand. So you stand a little more upright, which opens up your lungs. It affects how your diaphragm works. All of these things would happen. And that is it's basically getting ready for us to take some kind of action. Our brain does not know in 2026 that when we read something on Facebook that is annoying, our brain doesn't know that is, we're safe currently. We're in our bedroom, we're on the toilet, we're in the lounge, reading something on a tablet or on a phone. It doesn't understand that. Our brain still goes, alert! That signal hits our brain, the amygdala reacts. And what can happen over a period of time is that you instantly, you get something called amygdala hijack. And that is where our brain constantly runs with the cortisol and all these other stress hormones running through our system. And our system doesn't understand, you're safe now, you can chill, you can relax. We're in a nice, comfortable environment. You're sat on the sofa. You've got walls around you to protect from bears. You've got flooring under you, which is your feet are safe. You're on a comfy sofa, as I say. You've got heating on. You've got clothes. There's food in the cupboard. There's water available. Nothing right now is going to happen. We are safe. Your brain doesn't recognize that because in years of evolution, hundreds of thousands of years, that hasn't been the case. So what happens is we read something that's stressful, we watch the news, we put alerts on our phone for whatever. It could even be we're following a particular sale of an item and we want to get it at a good price and it's going on sale at 4:00. And all of these things can stress us out regardless of the actual stresses. So you might be feeling poorly, you might have had an argument with your partner, you might have had, the person in the checkout wasn't scanning your items as quick as you would have liked, blah, 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 somebody cut you up in the car, whatever it is. All of those are trigger points for the amygdala. So what mindfulness does, it uses a really clever part of the brain, which is called the insula. And this is another little globule in the brain. And what this does is it looks at all of your physical senses. So your touch, your smell, your sight, your hearing, and your taste, right? It controls these. Now, our brain is super clever, except there's a little tiny defect in every single person's brain, which is there's only one plug socket for each of these two globules, right? So if you imagine them like two different radios, right? You've got a radio over here that's playing Radio 1 at full blast, heavy metal at full blast, and you've got another one over here which is playing plinky plonky, soft, relaxing music, right? You can have one plugged in or the other one. You can't have both. And what happens is when we concentrate and we listen and we take notice of our 5 physical senses, it unplugs that plug socket from the amygdala and the insula plugs in instead. And that stops that cortisol, those stress hormones from running through our system. It takes us out of amygdala hijack. And by checking in a couple of times a day, ideally, but at least once a day, it can be just as you go to bed as part of your bedtime routine, which is what I do every night. Or it can be whenever you're feeling stressed or in the morning, or if you're going to an interview or a particular stressful appointment, you can do this. And all it does is it unplugs your amygdala, plugs in your insula, and it means for a while that radio playing heavy metal, or if you like heavy metal, that radio playing Brahms and Mozart, if you like that radio playing whatever music you hate is unplugged, and it gives you that pause, right? And the way we do it is by concentrating on our physical senses. Now, there's something I've talked about in the past called the window technique, which I'll shall I go through that again, or shall I go 5, 4, 3? I'll tell you what, we'll do 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, right? So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you can do this in any number, in any way. We just look at the 5 senses and we think, right now, as you are sat there, what 5 things can you see? Right? What 4 things can you hear? What 3 things can you feel? What 2 things can you smell? And what 1 thing can you taste? Right? And you can rearrange that order. It doesn't matter what the order is. You tend to go the higher number for the things that are easier to detect. Right? Before you do that, and we're going to do it together right now, right? Before you do that, what I'm going to ask you to do is just sit in your chair. If you're on the sofa, if you're lying down, fine. Just if you're sat down, put your feet flat on the floor, your knees, your legs shoulder width apart, sit comfortably. And all I'm going to ask you to do for a couple of minutes, excuse me, is just breathe normally, but just feel where you're breathing right now. So for some people, when I say, where are you breathing? Feel where that is. It might be you feel it in your mouth or your throat, or it could be in your chest. It's different for everybody. So wherever you're feeling it, as you take each breath, just become aware of where that breath is affecting you, where your body is moving with that breath, okay? So it could be that you are aware of your chest rising and falling. It could be you're aware of the breath coming in through your mouth or in through your nose. We're not going to change anything. We're not going to do anything particular with it. We're just going to pay attention to each and every breath. Okay? And as we do that, I just want you to just remember, you can close your eyes if you want, but just remember each breath. Where is that breath coming? Where do you feel that breath? And where do you feel the next breath? Just take a couple of minutes, just as you're sat, just to be aware of where you're breathing, right? And now, this is going to sound weird, how does your bottom feel on your chair or on your bed? How is your weight distributed? Is some of your weight on one bum cheek? Is it on the other? Are you sat quite comfortably? Is there any pain? If there's any pain, we're not going to change it in any way, shape or form. We're just thinking about how is our weight feeling as it's distributed through our body. Are our legs warm? The back of our legs where they're on the chair or on the bed, is that warm? Is it comfortable? Maybe you're becoming aware of the seating is a bit hard. Maybe your weight is shifted slightly onto one bum cheek or the other. Maybe your legs, as they go down to the floor, maybe your legs are starting to feel really heavy, or maybe your legs are feeling achy. How is it feeling for you? How is your bottom feeling on that chair? As you're doing that, where is your breath coming in? And right now, you're paying attention in a particular way to how we're feeling and how our bodies are reacting. Okay? So this, very simply, is just connecting you back with those physical sensations. Okay? So now, I'm going to ask you, if you have closed your eyes, I'm going to ask you to open your eyes. For those of you that have sight issues, then we're not going to do 5. You'll start on 4. For those of you who may have some hearing issues, you might need to start on 4 with sight and exclude hearing when I talk about what you can hear. Okay, so just make that work for you. And we're going to go through the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 or the 4, 3, 2, 1, depending on what your particular need is. So then, as you're opening your eyes and we're sat really comfortably in our chair, feeling our breath, what 5 things can you see around you right now that are blue or green or red? Whatever colour is most dominant that you can see, what 5 things are they? Just take notice of them right now. And then, what 4 things can you hear? Right in this minute, right now, right in this very second, what can you hear right now? It might be, apart from my voice, you might be able to hear the sound of traffic outside, or maybe there's a pet in the room that's snoring, or maybe there's a fan on or a heating system or whatever it is, what can you hear right now? What 4 things can you hear? Just count them off. 4 separate things. And then 3. What 3 things can you feel? Well, we've just paid attention to how our bum feels on our chair. So you can feel your bum on your chair or on your bed, on your couch. What else can you feel? Is your clothing feeling heavy on one side? Can you feel the hair on the back of your neck? Can you feel your glasses on your face? Can you feel your feet on the floor? 3 things that you can feel right now, right in this instant. And then breathe in through your nose. Pay attention to what you can smell. As I'm sat here, I can smell my own odour, my own body odour, because it's a bit warm sat here next to the radiator, but I can also smell the litter tray. So Mr. Mister's probably done a toilet. But before that, I was able to smell your coffee really strongly, because I think I made yours stronger than mine earlier. So as you were drinking it, I was getting that strong smell of coffee. And then finally, what one thing can you taste? What can you taste right now? In my mouth, I can taste the coffee that I've just been drinking with my syrup. So I've got that slightly bitter coffee taste with that sweetness from the syrup. That's what I can taste right now. So that's 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay? And now what I'm going to ask you to do is just again, think about your breathing. Feel where that is. Again, have your eyes open and just give yourself a few minutes, give yourself a few seconds just to sort of loosen back up. We're going to come away from doing any mindfulness practice now, and we're going to come back into the room, come back into full awareness, full alertness, full awakeness, and we're just going to come back to normal, knowing that for those few minutes that we've just done, if you were doing the practice, if you were paying attention in a particular way, then your amygdala was just turned off for that brief moment in time. How do you feel now? Do you feel a bit more chill? Do you feel a bit more relaxed? Do you feel a bit more connected, a bit more in touch with yourself? It may be that actually my voice and nothing else was really, really annoying, and I went into counsellor voice, and you're sat there going, oh my God, Lisa, will you shut the hell up and talk about Slimming World? It may be that was your reaction. Whatever it was is perfectly fine and is absolutely right for you. Okay, so that is what we do in mindfulness practice. Paying attention in a particular way is a very, very, very vital part of that. I use 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 all the time. I remember when we went to the Chapeltown Hospital, was it, one time? I had an appointment and I was like, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 ain't going to cut it. So I made it even harder. What 5 things can I see that are blue? Right, really concentrate on the blue. What 4 things can I hear that aren't the traffic noise? Because we were outside the hospital. And I tried to make it really, really, really complicated so that my brain had to really strain to hear those things or to see those things. And as you go down the senses, it gets really difficult to taste 4 different things, which is why we start with the taste and smell tend to be the bottom 2. But again, it's something that I use in all the time. I, every single night, do my breathing exercises and my affirmations, which I've talked about in the past. It's something that I find invaluable for helping me get rid of some stress and just reconnect. So hopefully, if you did take part in that, let me know in the comments if you got anything out of it. If you thought it was complete mumbo jumbo, arty-farty, airy-fairy nonsense.
You just had a little bit of a sleep.
Yeah, and if you did have a little bit of a sleep,
that's
then
okay as well,
it's time to wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, shake up, wake up, shake up, wake up, shake up, here we go. But yeah, there you go. That's a little bit of mindfulness. I adore mindfulness. I am going to get the 2 other Ruby Wax books that I haven't got, because I didn't realise she had 2 more out. I knew there was one. Yeah, and also I've got to say, Leanne Rivets over on the Sunday service, which I don't know whether she's uploaded yet. We'll go and watch it if she has. It might be coming later today. I don't know, because as I say, we've not looked on YouTube yet. But Leanne does mindfulness as well, so that's a wonderful thing. But yeah, there you go, everybody. Hopefully you got something out of that. Hopefully it was a really little Thank you, Dormouse. Dormouse says, really interesting. I can do that and enjoy. Grumpy not able to do it at all. I can enjoy mindfulness and meditation for pain relief, controlling asthma flare, etc. Yeah, it is. You struggle with it sometimes, don't you?
Yeah.
With mindfulness. But with the other thing you can do, thank you, Holland, fight, flight, freeze and fawn. It's the fawn bit, because I never got taught fawn. Back in my day, fawn wasn't a thing. It was just fight, flight or freeze. And so that's the other thing. Some say flee instead of flight. So I go flight, flees, fly and free and flop and flow. And
It's a tongue twister.
It feels like it to me because my brain says fight, flight, flee or flawn. Flawn isn't a word.
It's weird though, sometimes, like I say, I think just because of how we are, sometimes I'll think of a different thing and then a different comment comes out, a different word altogether comes out, and it's like...
Well, we're going to try and get you some autism, ADHD, no, what's it called? What's the other thing? Dyslexia type testing done.
I think the more I've noticed it, the more times different words come out, or I say something and it's not what I meant at all, it's just a completely different word.
Yeah, absolutely.
Bizarre.
Luke John, you fell asleep. Sorry, can we go back to the start of the breathing? Nope. That's the whole point. If you got 5 minutes of relaxation and you had a little nap, that's absolutely perfect. That is absolutely perfect. I find
I used to nod off.
Yeah, I find with mindfulness that I do it very much at the last thing at night as I'm trying to sleep. Before I turn everything off and go to sleep, I'll put my Headspace app on. Rainfall on a cabin roof or something it is. I've clocked up.
Yeah.
Do you want to see? Because I was like, oh my God, this is ridiculous. I have clocked up in the time that I've had the app, which is probably about a year, maybe a little bit longer, not a lot. But I have clocked up. Oh, come on, where are you? 62,685 minutes. My average session is 486 minutes, and I've done 129 sessions since I've had the app, which might not be a year then. Oh no, I've used that one for 129 sessions. And that's just the listening to the music. There's loads of other stuff on the app, but that's the one I listen to.
Yeah, I'll say there's loads of other noises, sounds, and
oh yeah, and if you've got one of the Amazon branded computer assistant plugin things, which sound almost like their name is Alex, if you've got one of those,
you've got like a headband, but it's got the speakers actually in.
Yeah, Musicozy headband from Amazon I got.
Yeah.
And so I put the speakers in my ears. Yeah. There's like little ones on my headband. I have my rain music from there. Yeah. If I'm not using that, there's a couple on YouTube. Tell you what an amazing one is. Though. Hang on, I've got to tell you. If you're a Star Trek fan, on YouTube there is 8 hours of the USS Enterprise NCC 1701D bridge.
So you can hear that.
It's background noises in the bridge. So you just hear the computer and occasionally beep, 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 beep. And you hear all of that. And it's just, oh my God, on those ones, I dream that I'm on the Enterprise. So in my head, I go, oh, this is really relaxing because it's night shift. So it's called 8 hours of night shift.
Whoops,
Enterprise bridge. Captain. No, you don't get that. Because basically, in the story of Star Trek Next Gen, Data does the night shift because he doesn't need to sleep. He's a robot. Yeah, so he does the night shift. Everyone else is asleep. He's flying on the doodah. And so he's just managing the ship. Everything else is running automatically. So you don't hear anything because he doesn't have to speak. He's not speaking to anyone. He interacts with the computer faster with his fingers. So you just hear beep, 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 beep.
I said, and as well, if you're
amazing.
Someone who goes to bed and you are on your own, you don't have to put headphones on there. You can just kind of put it on low in the room or whatever.
Yeah, we've got the little Amazon Alex device, and we've got
computer.
Yeah, we've got. Don't say that word. We've got one here. I think this is a dot or a spot or a. They've got weird names.
Hello, Spot.
Yeah, they're all called different things. She's going to tell me in a second that either there's a weather warning for tomorrow or there's an item. Computer, read my notifications. This is Dangerous Live.
Lisa, there's one new notification.
Okay.
From Amazon Shopping.
There you go.
There's a low price offer from your saved for later list. Leaky Baby 6-pack classic base plates. 10x10 large building board base plates 100%. It's £10 and 96
Computer,
pence.
stop. She says leaky baby. It's L-E-K-E. It's actually leak baby. They are a base plates for Legos. She's been telling me for the last few
Sounds a
days.
bit-
I know, right? First time she said,
Leaky
Lisa,
baby.
you've got a leaky baby discount. And I was like, nappies? What's that? But it's base plates. She says, I've got loads at the moment. I don't need them. So I keep saying,
You're a bit
ignore it.
leaky.
Yeah. But anyway, I think that's going to bring today to a close. Thanks everybody for being here with us today. Hopefully you've enjoyed a little bit of mindfulness at the end. I find it invaluable. Listen, mindfulness doesn't work for everyone. I used to believe that I can't meditate, right? Because I used to have in my head the idea of meditation was a monk in a Tibetan glen or on a Tibetan mountain, slightly floating from the ground, ever so slightly, just levitating in a place of Zen where there were no thoughts at all. Their brain was completely empty. Now I've got ADHD. My brain doesn't do that. My brain goes, oh, I'm listening to the sound. Oh, there's a car. Oh yeah, I wonder what that car is. Oh, it could be a Lego. Oh, it could be that car that I saw in the Lego shop, and that's interesting. Oh, actually, this one's coming out this week. Oh, did I see that? Oh yeah, I saw that on that video. Who did that video? I can't remember. Oh, Luke's done a video. Need to look at Luke's video. Oh, and Jane did a video.
I focus
oh, and
on
actually,
things, and my brain just like leaves this planet for a bit.
yeah, you can do that. Whereas my brain takes one thing and then runs with it.
I could be doing one thing and also next to me have an advert or something playing, and it will just be on a loop, and I'm just like focusing on something else, and this noise is going on, and it would drive you up the wall.
Drives me mad. I go, Rufus, what? The bloody advert that's been playing. It's like
Over and over again.
I've heard 50 million times, darling, hold my hand, save £20 on a Jet2 holiday. Rufus, I don't want to save £20 on a Jet2 holiday for 4 people to wherever before February the 5th. Fuck off. It's like, it's really annoying. But yeah, that I get. But I used to think, here we go, I'm going to draw now, right? Just to close today. This is my drawing. Right, we're going to draw this. Here we go. Look, there we go. Here we go. I used to think, right, that meditation was all about nothing, right?
What?
And I used to think this looks like a bunny rabbit,
but
it's supposed to be a doggo. Right, here we go. Look, there's the doggo.
The big whiskers, yeah.
And there's the tail in the background, right? I used to think that meditation was all about clearing your mind. Actually, it's about training a puppy. Did you know that? This is the puppy.
Where's his back legs?
Behind. You can't see that. There's one foot there. Come behind. Look, there you go. Right? Training a puppy. It's actually all about training a puppy dog. Because when you first get a puppy, you say sit. And the dog sits for about 3.2 milliseconds. And then it goes, oh, what's over here? What's over here? What's over here? What's over here? And you go, no, come back, sit. And then the puppy goes, okay, I'm sitting now. Oh, I'm going to go and play over here. I'm going to go and play over here. Oh, what's over there? And you go, no, come back, sit. And our brain does the same thing. And our brain, if you're not used to it, you need to bring your brain back to your breathing. So when we do mindfulness, when we do any kind of meditation, think of it like a puppy. You're not aiming to have no thoughts. That's almost impossible. What we aim for is when our puppy goes scattering off because we've got a thought and we follow it, we become aware of that.
I know. And when they go in the garden, you go,
No. Shh. Hang on. So when it has that thought, right? When we have a thought, so we try and do some meditation, we go, I'm meditating. And then my brain goes, oh, I'm doing so well this time. I'm meditating. Not like last time. Last time when I was at the college and I was trying meditation, I couldn't do it. I remember at the college, that was really expensive. I wasted off I go on a train of thought. And what I need to do when that happens is go, I'm considering the lily, I'm thinking about my breathing, I'm looking at the clouds, whatever I'm doing, and a little thought comes in and goes, oh, talking about clouds, did you know I have to go? Okay, I'm aware of that thought, just let that go, don't follow it, don't talk about clouds, don't go down that rabbit hole. What we're going to do now is I'm going to go, back to my breath. Okay, I'm thinking about my breath. I'm thinking about my breath. My stomach will go gurgle, gurgle, and I'll go, oh, I'm hungry. I wonder what we're going to have for tea tonight. Oh, I've got those chicken burgers that need cooking, or those beetroot burgers, or I've got that salmon or whatever. And I go, oh, drive it back, bring it back, drive it back. That is how meditation actually is. It's not about no thoughts. It's about training your puppy. Every time the thought goes over and you start going off on one of these weird and wonderful lines, stop, realize that that's what you're doing. Oh, I'm going down a tangent here. Just pause and go back to your breathing. And it's always that thing of telling that puppy, no, we sit.
I say not everybody gets it right the first time.
So nobody gets it right. Nobody gets it right ever.
It's just a little bit of trial and error. Kind of just stick with it, because, like I say,
it's really helped. And the thing for me, I always thought, because my ADHD brain was like in 50 million places, I always thought, oh, I can never meditate. So I can never do that. Because I always thought the idea was, the goal was not to have any thoughts at all and completely blank. I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do that. What I can do, though, is let my brain go, oh, I remember that song I heard earlier. Oh, how did it go? Darling, hold my... No. Bring the thought back to your breathing. You've gone off on it again, Lisa. Right, breathe. And we're thinking about our breathing. And then my brain goes, I breathed it. Oh, that bra's a bit tight. Oh, am I put weight on? Oh, no, it's just the strap. Oh, that's interesting. No, breathing. Where your breath is. Oh, I'm a bit warm. Oh, maybe I need to turn the heating down. Oh, I'll do that later. No, breathing. As long as I keep remembering to bring it back to each breath, then I'm doing it right. That's the key thing. But anyway, there you go.
So you should say to Luke about the thing
Hi,
you
Luke.
put on the tablet.
Oh!
The thing that you put on the tablet for Mr. Felix.
Your mind was empty, not full. Does that make it mind emptiness? Yes, it does. That's very funny. Anyone else swear at the always listening device? No, ours doesn't.
About the...
My hand movements have the cat jumping at the TV. He never learns.
Yeah.
We've got an app. What's it called? Cat Game. That I put on the tablet, and it's goldfish.
Yeah, there's different ones you can have on the screen, isn't there? But he prefers the goldfish.
Mice, lizards, bugs.
And when he taps it and taps the screen, it goes splash.
It does drive me batty.
You get rid of the fish.
Yeah, it's really funny.
He smacks them and they disappear, and they go splosh.
But the downside with that is that when I'm on my phone...
He tries whacking your phone as well.
And he's sat on my chest and having a cuddle. He tries to scroll my phone. So I'll have my phone. He goes... I'm like, do you mind? At least scroll up. I've watched this one.
But also, with the tablet, he sees the fish. If he misses it and sees it go to the corner of the tablet, he then goes round the other side and looks at the back to see where it went.
What he was doing last night... is I was holding the tablet like this and he's pressing against it, so I've got it. He's then going underneath the back
to have a look.
To try and get the fish from the other side.
Yeah. Thinking it's gone behind the tablet.
Yeah, he's going, I can get the fish, I can get them back. So he's slapping my hand. Luckily, no claws, but he was slapping my hand trying to get the fish as I'm holding the tablet.
Very funny.
And then he was headbutting it and licking it, trying to do it with his nose.
Trying to bite the screen because he's trying to bite the fish.
While also getting the back of it, so he's doing this, like this. And I'm like, what are you doing, silly boy? But it kept him entertained for half an hour, didn't it?
We'll have to do a little recording of it.
I nearly said to you, you should film this, it's really funny.
It was really funny last night.
Yeah, we'll have to do it again. But anyway, hopefully... today's helped you if you've needed a bit of a reset, if you've needed to get up and go ready for the week to come. Listen, if you've had a crap weekend, it's one weekend. Don't let it put everything else off. Today right now is your reset. Right now.
One day. Tomorrow's another day. But
today's another day.
But I was going to say tomorrow's another day, but never wait till tomorrow. If you've had a little slip up or whatever's happened, right from now, start afresh.
Yeah.
Right from now.
Yeah, listen.
Don't leave it till the next day or so, because one day leads into another one and so on.
We often say in weight loss groups that we've had an accident. Oh, I had an accident. I ate those biscuits by accident.
Made a mistake.
Okay, accidents happen. But if you fell off a ladder when you were trying to do some painting in your house, right? And you went, I fell off the ladder earlier today. Okay, that's unfortunate. Never mind. We can carry on tomorrow. Later that same evening, would you throw yourself off the ladder again just because? No.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
One was an accident.
You learn.
Why would you do it knowingly and say, "Oh, I'll finish the painting tomorrow, but I tell you what, I'll just go and do the same accident again. I'll repeat that again now because I'm going to finish it off tomorrow, but I thought I'll just for fun climb up the ladder and jump off." Why would you do that? If you've had a slip up over the weekend and you've had something you didn't, or you drank your swips, or whatever it might be, why would you then, between now and tomorrow morning, why would you climb that metaphorical ladder and throw yourself off? Why would you go and eat a KFC or a McDonald's or a
just rubbish,
Mars bar or whatever your poison of choice is, a can of lager, whatever, vodka and Coke? Why would you do that? You wouldn't. If you just had an accident, you wouldn't throw yourself back off that ladder. So what? Why would you do that with your food?
Yeah.
If you're trying to live healthy and you had an accident or you went out and you hadn't prepped and all of this, why would you do that? There's no reason.
If you do that because you want to,
then fine. That's fine. That's different.
Fine. It's that's fine. But if you want to, do the best thing you can for yourself and be as healthy as possible moving forward. If you did a slip up or you miscalculated something or whatever it is, just draw the line and just continue just from now, fresh start.
Yeah. Because at the end of the day, if you think about that ladder analogy, right, you've had your accident, now you've got to heal.
That's it.
Why would you go and injure yourself further and make your healing time 10 times longer?
Yeah.
What was that going to achieve? And the thing with food that we had to learn, we were talking about it the other day, about how the day before we went to Slimming World in October of 2024,
we had everything in sight, didn't we?
We ordered the biggest takeaway I think that we'd had in a long time because we knew it would be our last.
We would have got through probably a large pizza or a large calzone or something, or what's the other, Parmo or whatever.
Yeah.
And we would have had a whole one of those, probably a big portion of chips and some other things as well. And then...
Do you remember what we actually had? I remember what we actually had. We actually had, I think it was a Parmo each with fries and a burger each and a garlic bread. I remember that I remember very distinctly there were like 3 different meals that we had in one sitting because we knew it would be the last time that we were ever going to eat like that, and at that moment it was the last gasp of our
that was it was just
our disordered and dysfunctional way of feeding ourselves. It was the last moment, and looking back now, I think, oh my God! In that last couple of days,
those things,
well, not only that, in those last couple of days, we probably ate enough calories to gain 8 or 10 pounds.
Yeah, possibly.
In those last couple of days, because we did it the whole weekend.
Yeah.
Though those couple of days, if we hadn't done that, we would have come in. We would have had 10 or however many pounds less to lose at this point.
Yeah.
We'd have come in with a better start.
That's it.
And again, if you've had a slip up yesterday, don't add to it today.
No.
There's no point. You're just hurting yourself. Anyway, on that note, we're going to go. Don't forget, everybody, all being well, if I can get this stupid thing in my eye sorted, or if it eases off, or as they said, my brain might stop seeing it a little bit. If I can get something like that happening, then in theory we'll be going live this Tuesday for Tuesday Live.
But if not, like I say, the live cooking will be the week after. If not,
I just need to work out what my eye's doing. And the reason we're doing it live is because, quite frankly, it's a lot less editing work for me, having to edit down a long video.
We kind of like where people can interact more, and it is a little bit more personal, and kind of like, I think it's more enjoyable for people to kind of like, especially if we're cooking as well, and you don't see little cuts and takes out of bits of things. So and we're like everybody else, we'll cook a meal, and
you can see how many times I drop the spatula.
And it's not always perfect every single time. You know, it is what it is, and it's like you know, so everyone can kind of relate to that. But,
Yeah, but
I think
also-
it is nice because we like chatting with everybody as well.
Genuinely though, I do also want to know if the recipes that you've all cooked as well, how you made them more palatable. Was this a bit bland? Was that a bit bland? Did you put this in? Did you swap that out? I want to know these things.
And when we do the choosy recipes as well, we try and obviously stick to what it says in the book exactly as it is, but often if we've done a recipe for ourselves at home, if it doesn't say you know, certain amount of seasoning or whatever in it, or stock cubes, I always add stock cubes to it, because otherwise there's just no flavour in them at all. Like, it just doesn't bring, if there is any good flavours in it, it doesn't bring those flavours out because there's not enough seasoning.
Yeah. So then, everyone, hopefully we'll see you all very, very soon. Oh gosh, we've got loads of comments just came in. You watch cat games and the cat is asleep in his box. Oh my gosh. You have two cats. One is certainly more intelligent than the other. Absolutely. But cat games is also an app. Look, you can download it on your phone and the cat can play it.
Yeah.
Audrey, thank you, Lisa and Rufus. Off to have our beef stew, veggies, and 25 grams of swipped puff pastry. That sounds nice.
Sounds nice.
Oh, Codeb, you can go back and watch, my darling. Dormouse, have a great week, everyone. We'll see you towards the end of the month. Let me know. Check in with me, Dormouse. I will worry otherwise. Thank you, Lisa and Rufus. Have a great week, everyone, says Denise. And Codeb says, I agree, like the lives better. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you to hear. It's lovely to hear that. Thank you, Codeb, is what I was trying to say. Right then, everyone. We'll see you very soon. If it's not this Tuesday, we'll see you on Wednesday for another Losers Club.
Yep.
And after that, we'll see you the following Sunday.
We will.
And whatever you're doing between now and then, hopefully you have a lovely time. And as we always say, be happy, be healthy, be authentic.
And we'll see you next time.
We certainly will.